Here are my top 5 podcasts. Number 1, Slight Change of Plans. In this podcast, Maya Shankar interviews people who have gone through a big change in life. For example, getting a cancer diagnosis, being wrongly committed for murder, leaving a cult, etc. The reason I love this podcast is that I get to hear fascinating stories that are very different from my own life, and yet the lessons from those stories are still inspiring for me. As well, it fulfills my curiosity about other humans and their lives and their points of view, and how the big changes in their lives shifted their perspectives. It helps me to look at my own life from a different lens. Number 2, Happy Place by Fern Cotton. I enjoy Fern's style of interviewing people. I enjoy the questions she asks them and how she responds to them. I feel happy and inspired by her conversations, so it is a happy place for me. Most of her interviews are with authors of just released nonfiction books, so it's also a great way for me to find new books to read. Number 3, Feel Better, Live More. This is the podcast of Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, or Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, as he says. I love his calming voice and his British accent. In fact, 3 of my top 5 podcasts are hosted by British people, so yes, I admit I have a thing for British accent. This is a health podcast. I have learned a lot about nutrition, sleep, exercise, mental health from this podcast, and it's been very inspiring in my own journey towards better health. Number 4, On Purpose with Jay Shetty. This podcast is all about personal growth, self-improvement. He covers various topics like habits, mindset, relationships, physical and mental health. I love the way Jay articulates his questions and his responses. So a bonus reason for me to listen to this podcast, as well as the other podcasts I mentioned, is to develop my own interviewing skills. And last but not the least, Zen Parenting Radio. I'm always trying to grow as a parent and keep learning how to be a better parent, a more conscious parent. This podcast is hosted by a husband and wife couple, Kathy and Todd. They are not preachy at all. They share their own parenting struggles, dilemmas, and lessons. Their podcast does not feel scripted. It flows very organically as a conversation between the two of them. So these are my top 5. What is your favorite podcast? Tell me in the comments below. See you next weekend. Keep growing.